Attention everyone, Fortnite has revealed the final stages of the Battle Pass. It is time to decide, is it worth it?
It is hot in this thing. But in case you couldn't tell from my Stormtrooper speak, Fortnite's Battle Pass is now fully revealed. And I'm gonna help you decide if it's worth it for you to buy it. I'm gonna slip my glasses on here so that I can get a little more technical. So there's a couple important things to keep in mind with this particular Battle Pass. For one, this one is much shorter than your average Battle Pass. Instead of going for months and months, this one actually ends early June. So you don't have a whole lot of time to finish it off. The good news is that there's actually not all that much that you have to unlock, and it doesn't take that long to get the number of levels that you need. I've barely been able to play this season, and I'm already well on my way through the Battle Pass. As you can see, I'm only level 29 currently, and I've already claimed 37 of the 50 rewards from this Battle Pass. So it doesn't take all that long to get through. Level 50 gets you through the base Battle Pass, but after that you need to get another 20 levels or so in order to make it through all of the bonus rewards as well. The first page in the Battle Pass focuses on Apprentice Evie and a lot of her paraphernalia. Page 2 shows the dark side of Apprentice Evie, where she's got red-colored pickaxes, and a fancier dark side version of Evie, where she's got a fancy mask on and darker clothing. Page 3 of the Battle Pass includes a lot of Poe Dameron's kit, including a nice black X-Wing, an interesting Resistance Bomber emote that lets you travel around and things, I guess. A contrail that's actually a little bit more interesting with a bunch of little X-Wings following right behind you, and of course the man himself, Poe Dameron. The next page is relatively similar with a pickaxe that's broken off from an X-Wing, and a Resistance edition of Poe where he's looking a little bit more casual. The next page features this very strange Wookiee team leader and a very fun little emote of the Millennium Falcon getting chased by tiny TIE fighters. There's a new song about where my Wookiee's at, which honestly is kind of a bop. And of course, the illustrious Wookiee team leader herself. She just stares into your very soul. Page 6 has a metal team leader mishap back bling, which is kind of funny to be honest, and a Tarful edition of the Wookiee team leader as well. Finally, on the last page, we have the Emperor himself, which, not gonna lie, he looks hilarious doing various emotes. He too has a contrail where there are ships flying down with him, a nice little cane that he can whack people with as a pickaxe, and an emote of him sending lightning down to the ground. Although, to be honest, his sparks don't seem like they have a whole lot of bite. So that's everything that was in the base Battle Pass. To be honest, some of that wasn't necessarily my thing. I thought it was okay, but I wasn't 100% sure if it would be worth it if I didn't already have a crew subscription. But now, Fortnite has revealed the last pages of the Battle Pass as well as the bonus rewards. So for bonus rewards, on the first page, we've got a Order 66 Imperial hologram back bling. Interesting, but maybe not the most important to get. We got this fancy freaking Poe Dameron drum kit, which I'll be honest is just kind of a funny pun more than anything else. A Wookiee Rebel wrap, which only allows you to see just how terrifying this creature is. Bam! She just stares into your soul. A Sith Dominance loading screen, which actually does look pretty crazy cool. And we had Chancellor Palpatine, which is basically the same skin, just with a little bit of a Chancellorian flair. Is Chancellorian a word? I'm gonna call it a word. And now we've got the bonus styles as well. There's the Galactic Glow effect, which is actually fairly interesting. Evie in particular, I think, looks pretty nice this way, and she looks like she's ready to pull the ears off of Gundark. Poe Dameron looks pretty darn fancy as well. The Wookiee team leader, as we expect, looks terrifying as heck. Goodness gracious, if you saw that coming at you, you would run away in terror. But most importantly of all, we have a Disco Fever edition of Emperor Palpatine. Just imagine how great he's gonna look doing all sorts of ridiculous dances in Fortnite. I think this might be worth it actually. That covers all the bonus rewards, but there's also the Grievous page, which includes his wheel bike. Although I'm noticing on this particular one, you're not gonna be sitting on the inside. It looks like it's going to be with you hanging onto the side. It's pretty interesting, but it's a little different than what we maybe hoped. We got a Grievous grasp emote. Does anybody ever use these types of emotes? The little like emoji types? Because for the life of me, I don't think I've ever seen anyone touch them. We got Grievous fighting Mace Windu, a Magna Guard Electro Staff, a banner icon, the ever-important Separatist cape, and the legend himself, General Grievous. His regular style looks good. His Lego style actually looks quite a lot like the minifigure does. And he comes with a built-in emote where he slams down a couple of these electro staffs. But there's an entire other page of the Grievous rewards. These ones based around the Warlord edition of General Grievous. We've got ourselves a nice little wrap, a fancy looking guitar, art of the Warlord's origin, a Kalish cape, a nice little General Grievous stare, another contrail that includes some ships dropping after you, and last but not least, the Warlord edition of General Grievous. So there's a whole lot of interesting rewards when it comes down to it, but is it a battle pass for you? This particular battle pass is only going through June 7th, so you don't have a whole lot of time left to go. In fact, by the time I get this video up, there'll be less than 3 weeks left in the season. That means if you're just starting out, or if you're trying to get some of these bonus rewards, you're gonna have to grind out a fair bit to get those last levels. If you're starting fresh, you've got to get through to about level 70 to get all of the rewards. Not impossible, but it will take a bit of a grind. And you need to consider your schedule as well. A lot of people get busy around these times, and Memorial Day is coming up where you may be planning on taking a trip. As a matter of fact, I am. So keep these sorts of things in mind when deciding if you want to buy this battle pass. Personally, I think this is actually a really good use case for subscribing to the crew. You would get a few different benefits out of it all at once. And if you're planning on grinding out this season already, you could get some other bonus rewards that you wouldn't have access to otherwise. For example, within the Lego Pass, you have a whole lot of interesting first order Lego base pieces, but most interesting and what I think is one of the coolest elements is the Captain Phasma skin. This does include the regular full-fledged Captain Phasma skin as well. With the crew, you also get access to the music pass and could get to hang out with Sabrina Carpenter. The skins and the items in here may or may not be for everybody, but with the crew subscription, you get access to all of this as well. And you could have a lot of fun with some of these. It also includes the OG pass, which has some really fancy and amusing skins in it as well. And incidentally, the OG pass is set to expire on the same day as the Star Wars Battle Pass. So if you were already planning on grinding out some levels to get the stuff in the Star Wars Battle Pass, you could get some fun skins in here as well. So is this Battle Pass worth it? I'm still a little 50-50 on it. It really depends on if you like the skins that are in there, and a lot of them, in my opinion, are okay. However, I personally do really want the General Grievous skin, and that Disco Emperor Palpatine just honestly speaks to me. So if you like a few of these skins and have the time to grind out this whole season, I think it's a great opportunity to subscribe to the crew, or just go ahead and buy this single battle pass alone. There's a lot of fun items in here for Star Wars fans, and there's gonna be some new skins coming up in the Fortnite shop as well. There's even a fancy Darth Jar Jar that's unlockable this particular season. And remember, if you're interested in supporting me while you're making any of your purchases, you can use creator code DOGFISH, all one word, to support me while you're already buying the stuff you were gonna buy. Maybe like purchasing these Wookiee feet, or perhaps your heart's been crying to ride in a tiny pod racer. There's lots of interesting Star Wars items this season, and plenty of characters to choose from. So let me know, are you gonna be buying this battle pass? Are you gonna be checking it out? I've already got it included in the crew, but I am excited. The General Grievous skin is really fun, and Disco Emperor Palpatine is gonna be freaking hilarious doing all sorts of dances. Not to mention the fact that this season has just been really fun. So let me know what you think in the comments below, and we'll see you out on the battlefield. Remember everybody, be excellent to each other. Bye!